Hi, everyone, and welcome to Tutor Time. And I'll be your teacher today, Miss Allen. Today's lesson, we're going to identify and draw points, lines, line segments, rays, and angles. This is a fourth grade geometry lesson. This will be the first lesson when your scholars are learning about shapes and measurements and lines. This is the foundational skills that they need to know for geometry. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to first define all of these. So points, lines, line segment, rays, and angles. So let's get started. So the first thing is a point. So what is a point? What does it look like? So everyone, a point is just a dot. I like to tell my scholars that it looks just like a period. And on a number line, you have points, and each point represents a number. But in geometry, a point represents a specific place. And so now we're going to move on to what is a line. And a line has arrows at both ends. And it goes on and on for infinity. So when you're drawing a line, it will look like that. It's just a line with arrows on both ends. Now, a line segment is just slightly different. A line segment is a line with two endpoints. So a line segment looks just like a line, except instead of having arrows on the ends, it has endpoints or dots on the end. Next, we're going to go to a ray, like a ray of sunshine. And so a ray has one end is a point, the other is an arrow. So your ray would be a point with the arrow going in one direction. And then last but not least, we have an angle. And an angle is basically two rays which share an endpoint. So it's two rays which share an endpoint. So scholars, I'm going to move our definitions up. And now I am going to draw a shape. So scholars, what shape did I just draw? That's right. You guys are so smart. This is a kite. And so now I'm going to label this kite. I'm going to label A, B, C, D, and E. And now I'm going to take a different color marker. And so now we're going to put all of these lines, points, line segments, ray, and angle. We're going to put all of these on our kite. So scholars, here we have A, B, C, D, and E. And my question to you is, which letter would represent a point? That's That's right. You guys are so smart. The letter D can represent a point. So I could say point D. Now, if I wanted to do a line, what I could do for a line is I could then draw an arrow off of here and an arrow off of here. And so scholars right here, I could have, well, these I'm making it into segments. So we'll do that first. So, or array. So I could say A, B would be array. And that's how I would write it. I would put the letters together, letter A and B, and then I would draw the arrow. Or I could say A and C. And can anyone else pick out one more array? That's right, you guys, you are so smart. Remember, array has one end, which is a point. Here's my point D. So I could say DC is also array. So if I want to write a point, I just write the dot and the letter. And we're always going to use capital letters when we are naming our lines or segments or points. And then for array, I could say AB is array. So array AB, array AC, or array DC. So array AB, array AC, or array DC. Now, scholars, I'm going to grab another marker and let's do a line segment. And a line segment would be a line with two endpoints. So I could say line A and line E. So I could say line segment AE. And if you want to, you could put the points on the end, but you don't have to. I could also say line segment EC. And now, scholars, I am going to add one more. I could add arrows here. And I could add an arrow here. And now, scholars, I could say I have a line AB, and you don't have to put the arrows on, but it makes it easier to understand. And I could say line AC. And now, scholars, when we name an angle, when we're writing our angle, we always need to make an angle mark. And now I could say BAE is an angle. I could say ABC is an angle. I could say BDC is an angle. I could say EDA is an angle. And so, scholars, there you have it. We have point D, line AB, AC, AB, and AC. We can say line segment AE and EC. And we can say array AB, AC, or DC. And then we have our angles. BAE, angle ABC, angle BDC, and angle EDA. So there you have it, scholars. This is Geometry 101 for fourth graders. And really any scholar that may need a refresher on the foundational skills for geometry. So scholars, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was a help to you. And please stay safe. Have a good day. Bye.